Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and we're going to get straight into our explosive penny stock watch list. We're going to start off the day today with the king of them all, TSNP, here on the 30-minute time frame. And so we were up 5.61%, but we had absolutely beautiful price action here on TSNP. And so we wanted to see the price action get above this uptrend, and that's exactly what happened. You can see we got rejected here, came back, we got back above, and so right now we are sitting right above this line of support. Considering how bloody the day was in the overall markets, I know it's the OTC market, but that was a very strong close here for TSNP, closing above its uptrend. So right now we are looking to build on this momentum with TSNP. Maybe a ticker change is going to be a catalyst that kind of runs this one, but on a technical basis, the stock looks absolutely beautiful. And so that was TSNP up 5.61% today. The second stock I want to go over was my favorite stock on a technical basis that I mentioned on Friday, and that was IGEN. When we saw a lot of the penny stocks breaking down from an uptrend, we saw IGEN just moving very nicely along this uptrend, as well as our 50 SMA crossing over both the 100 and 200 SMA, which is a very bullish move. And so that came to fruition today. We were up 36.71%, but we did test highs here of around 0.24, and so that is a very solid day. And if I kind of just zoom it out a little bit so we can see what's going on, it does seem like we are creating a nice little cup here. And so if we can get that handle in place maybe tomorrow or the next day on that dip, that would be a very nice opportunity, in my opinion, to get in on the stock if you have yet to get in. And so that is what we're looking here for IGN, but this stock has been performing absolutely beautifully. The next stock of the day, we're looking at SNDL on the 30-minute time frame. So SNDL Growers was down 6.54, which is understandable considering the NASDAQ got absolutely obliterated today. But on a technical basis, where are we sitting here on SNDL? We're actually sitting right here underneath our last line of support. And so reason why I call it the last line of support, because this is a support line that since the bottom of this stock has been used along this uptrend, and so it gives a very nice gauge of where the price action wants to go in the short term. And so because we didn't get that distinctive price action here to the downside, we want to see a lot more price action, maybe back testing here. And then if we get a clean back test and a rejection, then we are bearish here on SNDL. And in the short term, I am bearish on SNDL because of how the NASDAQ is trading. And so if you are here watching this video, I highly recommend you go watch the video that I posted a couple videos before this one talking about the overall market and why it is a very scary situation right now for the NASDAQ. And so with that being the case, and we have yet to find a bottom on the NASDAQ, I am afraid of SNDL going a little bit lower. And so we are going to watch this one very closely. Next stock of the day, we're looking at HITIF on the 30-minute time frame. So HITIF was flat today, and we have been trading right above our support line for the last couple days. We have been consolidating in this range between 70 cents. And so consolidation and coiling goes both ways. So this could make this run further up, but this could also make it drop further down. And so when you see a coiling up and a consolidation, that is a very good sign to see. But just remember that that momentum can go both ways. And so if we get a good catalyst here for HITIF, this will spring this price up. But if we get some bad news here, that will accelerate the move to the downside. And so that is the one thing to pay attention here on HITIF stock, flat today overall. Next stock of the day, we're looking at Social Life Network. So Social Life Network is kind of just drifting here to the downside. The reason why I say that is because this was a concrete channel that we were looking to see price action within. We got rejected, we broke down, and now we are trading kind of in no man's land. Although we are above this uptrend, we want to see a bottom here on Social Life Network, and that bottom would either come here on this uptrend or us kind of wrestle our way back up here and then find ourselves trading in this channel. So right now we are just kind of sitting back and watching the price movement here on WDLF. And so if we do break down below this uptrend line, that is a clear sign to sell. And so right now we are just kind of in no man's land, just waiting here on Social Life Network. Next stock of the day, we're looking at HCMC. And so we are up today 8.57%, but still not the best move here on HCMC. And so the reason why I say that is we are still bearish here overall because we are still trading below our trend line. We are well above our SMAs, and so this could see a cool off a lot lower. And so if we are kind of looking at any levels of support here, I think a level of support before we get to the SMA here would be at around 0.0019, and so that is the level I'm looking for HCMC as a potential bottom. But The beautiful thing would be is if we climb back up here and start trading above, and so that would be extremely bullish. But as of right now, we are below, and so we are bearish here on the short term. Next stock of the day, we're looking at ACDC on the 30-minute time frame, and so you can clearly see we were trading in this wedge, but now we broke down and we are kind of just drifting here to the downside. Is it over for ACDC? No, I would not say that. You can see that this uptrend line is our stronger support that we are looking for. So if we can hold this line of support, that actually poses for a very nice buying opportunity here in ACDC. But if we break down from this point, then yes, there will be a lot more downside pressure on ACDC, and that is when we become bearish. But as of right now, we are above, but we are drifting down. So again, be patient with this one as well. Next stock of the day, we're looking at ASTI on the 30-minute time frame. So I am 100% bearish here on Ascend Solar Technologies in the moment. We are down 8% today. We are well below our uptrend line, and we have yet to find a bottom. And so one thing I actually just want to add here is we could potentially have another little channel right here on ASTI. And so this is obviously not 100% accurate, but it gives a nice little gauge of what we're looking at here. And so if this is a channel that we do test as support again, that could be a nice buying opportunity to get a nice little swing play here. But because we are kind of still here above, we are going to wait and watch, and I would like to see more price action that is a little bit more definitive so we can make a better investment decision on ASTI. Right now, we are not holding, nor are we bullish yet. Next stock of the day, we're looking at HYSR on the 30-minute time frame. And so a golden opportunity to buy this stock went from 0 to 100 as it absolutely got crushed today. We were down 16% today, but the biggest thing here is we got rejected very cleanly by our 50 SMA, like absolutely clean. Came here, back tested, got rejected 3 times, and we went right back down. And so that is extremely bearish. HYSR, cut losses on this one if you are still in it, because there's a lot more downside pressure as we broke our 50 SMA, and we are trying to find a bottom here. And so our next level of support is going to come right here at around 9.6 cents. And so watch that line as a nice little play to potentially grab and trade for a bounce. But as of right now, stay away from HYSR. These are the type of days that stop losses are so valuable to have. And so HYSR was teasing us a little bit trading on this, but we did see a nice little breakdown. And so we are bearish right now on HYSR. Next stock of the day, we're looking at FERN Hill Corp. So we were flat today, and so we are still trying to find a bottom on this one. We are very close to our 50 SMA, but we have yet to tag this line. We have just kind of hovered right above it. So we have yet to see some distinctive price action. And so again, we are still waiting and watching here on FERN stock. And so if we get a nice clear test and bounce, that will be actually a very nice buying opportunity in my opinion here on FERN Hill Corp. So we are still watching here on the sidelines, but we are flat today overall. Next stock of the day, we're looking at MJNA on the 30-minute time frame. So a couple things here to mention on medical marijuana is we are still holding our short-term line of support very nicely. So that is nice to see. And we are still trading above our uptrend line. So right now we are bullish on MJNA. And so if you are in this stock, if we break down this short-term line of support, that would be a quick stop loss right here, and then potentially buy back here on our next level of support on our uptrend. And so as of right now, we are sitting above it. And because cannabis stocks got rocked and this one stayed up, that is quite bullish to see. So as long as we're above this line, we are still bullish here on MJNA. Next stock of the day, we're looking at SPLIF on the 30-minute time frame. So SPLIF got absolutely destroyed today, down 16.67%. But this chart actually looks quite bullish in my opinion. And so the reason why I say that is we are still trading along this uptrend. Yes, we closed right underneath this uptrend. But the one thing that gives me hope here is that our 50 SMA, you can see, is starting to cross over. And so if we get a cross here of this 200-day SMA, that is actually very bullish price action. And so considering we are sitting here on a support level and our 50 SMA might cross this 200-day SMA, this could be a very nice buying opportunity for a swing play here in SPLIF stock. So I'm watching this one like a hawk, and so the next couple days will give us a better sense of direction where this one wants to go. If we can kind of hover along this uptrend line and maybe get a nice little bounce, that would signal to me that that will be a very nice buying opportunity, and that will also push this 50 SMA to cross over the 200, making it extremely bullish. And so spliff stock looks like a tempting play right now, but we are still going to wait and watch. But that was my quick little update on all the penny stocks that we are watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on that road to 10K subs. So if you made it to this point, feel free to hit the subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.